What is up, you freaky folks? My name is Nick, and welcome to my channel, where I cover all things horror. Whatever you're watching, I'm making videos about. And it's night number 2 of my 13 Nights of Halloween special. If you missed night number 1, I'm going over all of the movies that I like to watch around this time of year to get me into the Halloween spirit. These aren't going to be traditional reviews. I really want to look at the Halloween vibes and why I like to watch them around Halloween, but I will still be giving out grades so you know how I feel about these movies. And for night number 2, we are looking at one of my favorite Halloween movies ever, and that of course is House of a Thousand Corpses, Rob Zombie's feature directorial debut. For those in the back, this bizarre throwback horror is about a group of young people on a road trip writing a book about roadside attractions. They stop off at a gas station that doubles as a true crime history horror show and become interested in the local legend of Dr. Satan. This leads them on a wild goose chase where they pick up a strange hitchhiker and then their car breaks down near her family home. Now on to the main event, we are introduced to the entire Firefly family, a clan of deranged and vicious murderers. And this all takes place in the middle of nowhere, USA, on the night before Halloween, Devil's Night to us Michiganders. What follows is a series of brutal attacks and disturbing events. It is not about the plot, like, at all. It is all aesthetic all the time, and in the case of this movie, it totally works for me. Rob Zombie's directing style seems to be as abrasive as possible, which can be very off-putting. I certainly cannot eat while watching this movie, but what's so fascinating is that for a movie that is so chock full of such horrible material, the passion of the filmmaker is so palpable. Every creepy encounter is engaging as all hell. The world the Fireflies exist in feels so over the top, yet tangible at the same time. You can crack a joke about what a deranged fashionista Mother Firefly is, while at the same time being terrified by the thought of being stuck in a room alone with her. Every time Bill Moseley comes on screen, I just want to vomit over his wig alone, but he's so good. Every time he finishes a monologue, I'm just like, what is the name of your cult? I would like an application, please. I want to take a special moment to talk about Sherry Moon Zombie as Baby, because I know she gets a lot of hate for being in all of Rob Zombie's movies, as if she is the only wife of a director who is also their muse. Sure, she's annoying when she's supposed to be, but I also can't picture anyone else playing Baby. She is operating on the perfect level of crazy for me, so say what you will, but I think this is a match made in heaven. What always made me connect to this movie was how much love for Halloween it has. With one simple shot of a 70s suburb with trick-or-treaters, it's instantly one of my favorite Halloween movies. And I also really enjoy at the dinner scene where the Fireflies put on masks as if they're dressing up to be normal for company when their regular faces are the real scary ones. I like that touch. I like that stuff. It's good. House of a Thousand Corpses is brutal, violent, and disturbing, but it blends the tropes of 70s horror into one singular vision of Halloween-loving terror that would be hard to match any day. I'm gonna give House of a Thousand Corpses a 2.5 out of 5. This will be my negative section to explain the grade. I just have to ask, what the hell is up with the people on the property and in the tunnels who are like attacking people? Why aren't they working together to get the hell out of there? And why is the police department just now discovering that this crazy creepy family is behind all of the murders that have been happening in town? Like, hello. Again, this movie really not about plot, like, at all, but it still has plenty to enjoy, especially around the Halloween season. I'm also going to take the opportunity to talk about my grades a little bit too, because when I give something a 2.5 out of 5, that's not like a 50% grade. This isn't standardized testing. The way I look at it is, especially for this movie, you have on one hand a filmmaker who accomplished pretty much exactly what they set out to do with it, and also on the other hand, it doesn't exactly make a well-rounded or good movie, but that doesn't mean it still can't be enjoyed, and I can still like it. What did you guys think of House of a Thousand Corpses? Let me know in the comments below. This one will always have a special place in my heart because it came out in 2003 when I began renting everything I could from Blockbuster and really got into horror, and I remember seeing this trailer play all the time. It was like House of a Thousand Corpses, May, and Cabin Fever. All of those trailers played on all of the Lionsgate DVDs. And would you look at that, all directed by modern masters of horror. Tomorrow we're gonna dive into some actual 70s horror, and it's a movie that I'm really excited to talk about, so make sure you're subscribed, hit that bell so you don't miss any creepy content. Feel free to follow me on Instagram if you're interested. And lastly, just thank you guys so much for spending time with me during Halloween season. It's the best. I'm just loving it. That's it for this video, but I won't stop you from watching another.